Xit family. How are you, BlaXit family? BlaXit family, BlaXit family, BlaXit family. It's Jules, I'm here again. And guess what? I'm so excited. But I mean, I shouldn't even say it. I'm always saying I'm excited, right? Okay, no, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy to be here today. I'm back at Solomon's for the usual Sunday link up. For all of you that have come along here today, I really appreciate you being here. And the Sunday link up at Solomon's is to meet other people from the diaspora, be it America, be it the UK, be it Europe, even be it Africa. But we're here to meet up and to talk about what we're doing, what's going on, and to show that we're making moves and shakes here, right here in the Gambia. So I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to do ladies before gentlemen. Is that all right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. To my right, I have a sister who's just flown in from the UK. UK. Couldn't resist that. So, and this is Sister Ange, but you know, let you introduce yourself, because I think it's always better when people introduce themselves, right? Yeah. Okay, you go ahead first, sis. Throw your voice.
I'm Sister Angie.
Yay!
And I'm as excited as Sister Juliet right now because I'm in the Gambia.
Yay!
I'm here on behalf of AGA Tours UK and AGA Global Ambassadors UK and the Gambia.
Right, excellent. My brother.
Hi, I'm here in the Gambia, supported by AGA, Sister Angie, the family, and everybody. Name's Victor Richards, and I'm here to promote my one-man play Streets Paved with Gold on the 29th at Evangel Theatre. Am I pronouncing it right? Ibunja Theatre. And we're going to talk about that a bit later, but I'm an actor, writer, and poet.
Excellent. So, right, let me just get this right. And then we got this good-looking brother here. Don't tell me about no hot chocolate. Don't tell me about he's good-looking and he's tasty, because he's married.
Yes.
But introduce yourself, brother Tony.
Hey, my
Go
name
ahead.
is Tony. Gambia Connect on Instagram and Gambia Connect on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And we have a travel company helping people from America travel here and have an awesome time.
So is it worth it coming all the way from America to Africa? Because you're here now.
Yes, definitely. Most definitely it's worth it. I mean, you know, look around, you know. This is the life, you know.
Ain't it just? So as Dr. Mumbi would say, we're living our best life.
Most definitely.
You hear that plug, Dr. Mumbi, yeah?
Yes.
Dr. Mumbi's coming this week. Dr. Mumbi's coming, she's coming. Listen, and Woda Maya, I haven't forgotten you out there in Liberia. We love watching what you're doing out there, showing us the world. And you were on Woda Maya. You like the link, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You like the link?
Shout out to Woda Maya, you know, very good brother.
Yeah?
Very good guy, yeah.
Exactly.
I can't wait for him to come back, you know.
Listen,
I'm ready for him to have round 2 of the Gambia, you know.
I want him to.
He's almost done with the whole Africa, so Woda Maya, come back to the Gambia, my brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So, I mean, right, let's just start. Angie, how many, because I know you've been coming in since 2003, pretend that I ain't done no research, because I like to pretend that I'm scatty on the camera. But I know you've been coming here since 2003, and you brought in excess of like 4,000 people to the Gambia in this period of time, some of which, you know, and people like me are influenced by, you know, you and Huey. You know, let's mention Huey. We're not going to we ain't leaving Huey out.
No.
Okay.
Got to rise him up.
Got to rise him up,
yeah,
because you both started on this journey together. Yeah. 2003, that was your first mission here. That was your first trip. Tell me, how's it been since 2003 to now?
Wow. So, 2003, we came to the Gambia. Why? Because we felt that we didn't know where we came from. Because, you know, born in the UK, going to school in the UK, although we had history lessons, we never saw anything that represented us. So we had this yearning, which was in our DNA, and it was Huey's birthday one year. I won't say which year, but it was that year. Anyway, and I organised the trip. But before I organised the trip, I did some research because I was coming to the continent and I didn't know where I was going. So I asked 10 random people, if you were going to the continent for the first time, where would you go? And they all told me the Gambia. And none of them knew each other. So for me, I thought, wow, this must be the best kept secret. And it was. So in 2003 we came, we stayed a week. We did everything that they told us not to do. Yeah? Everything the tour operator told us not to do, we did. And we connected with our people locally. Then we went back, we came back again. In 2006, Yui said, we need to get our people to the continent by any means necessary. How are we going to do that? So what we did, we said, right, so they can feel safe, because one of the things our people, they have this preconceived idea that Africa is not safe because of the television and what it promotes in Europe and the Americas. So we said, okay, we'll do group tours so that they can have that security of a group. And we had our first trip in May for the Roots Festival, May 2006. It was actually in June, if my memory serves me right. You will correct me, I'm sure he's going to watch this. But we brought 38 people with us. And why I was so proud about that first journey was that we brought an elder of 82 years on that journey. And she said she had always wanted to go to Africa. And we made that happen. So I'm really, really happy. And to date, we've continued that right up until this trip that I'm on now. So every year we're out here. We've brought loads, thousands of people, as Sister Juliet said. But what's happened, you know, people have come here, they've invested, you know, they've got married, they've had babies, you know, they've built estates, you know, and to date businesses supported children's education day, which is taking place on the 23rd of this month, November, at the Old Joshwan Health Centre. And I want everybody that's in the Gambia to attend it. And you can also come over as well from wherever you are, but I'm very proud that we've made a difference. It's making an impact. The Health Awareness Day, 23rd of November.
Where?
At the Old Joshwan Health Centre in Old Joshwan.
And what's the day about? What, if I'm going, what am I going to do when I'm there?
So it's for the locals, and it's about raising awareness. So I'm going to give an example, sugar. Our brothers and sisters use a lot of white sugar here.
I got a sweetness with
and there are substitutes for sugar, like baobab. So it's about teaching them, because we have to preserve our health. You know, Africa has all the natural resources, but unfortunately sometimes when we don't have knowledge of what the properties of those resources are, we don't use them. Moringa is another one. Yeah. It prevents malaria. So that's just to name a couple. So it's about raising awareness. Also, we do free health checks on the day. So blood pressure checks, blood sugar checks, you know, and any other ailments, you know, and we've also got the disabled that come along. So it's just about health for the day. We promote alternative as well. We do massages. Sister Jackie from Maimuna's will be doing massages. Oh, nice. We have an optician there testing eyes. Excellent. You know, so it's about, we talk about women and men's health, prostate, cancer, HIV, the whole lot. Everything to do with health and how to prevent.
That's what we want to hear. Okay, so listen, I've got two brothers here. And brother, I want to talk a little bit about your play. I want to get into some detail here. Yeah, I want you to really share, because I heard about you before I met you, so it's an absolute honor. Because I went to the theatre, and whilst I was there, I met a lady, a beautiful lady called Janet, who I think is the proprietor and the builder of that theatre. And she did say to me that your play would actually be coming. So for me to be sitting here actually, you know, with the man that's actually written this one-man play, it's a one-man play, it's like a soliloquy. And this play is his journey, and I think it encompasses like the history of my grandma, my family, my aunties, my uncles who came from the Caribbean, and you know, made this journey to England and what they experienced. Because I tell you what, my grandma told me some hardcore stories. When my uncle first came to Jamaica, came from Jamaica to England, and he looked around. He goes, there must be plenty work here in England. So much factory, every road have factory. And then my grandma said, we are talking about that's the house that them live in. You know, so it was a shock to their system, because they used to have in land and house, and because not all these terrace houses like plumped together. To him, it was a factory, you know. So I mean, tell us a little bit more about your play and you know what we're going to experience, because you're going to take all these characters on. That's why I can't wait to see these characters.
Well, thank you. You set it up lovely, and there is a scene pertaining to what you've just mentioned. But just to go from the beginning, for me, the play has been a journey. I'm not ashamed to tell you, it's been nearly 25 years. nearly 25 years since I've been doing the play. It is something I came out of drama college back in, 96, 97, and it was just an experiment, just a way of building my confidence as an artist. Why? Because somebody came to the college and said to me, said to all of us that well, if you're black, you're not going to get an opportunity to get onto EastEnders. Those are mainstream TV's channels in England, and it made me concerned. So I asked myself the question, what was I going to do? So I come up with this idea of the one-man play, which they supported me to do. So I started off going into day centers for our elders. Then I started to travel around the country. It is a one-man play set up with a very basic, I can do it anywhere, theater or non-theater spaces. It gave me the experience to travel, fit in the boot, get out. It's very simple. But for me, the story, as the names of the play, Streets Paved with Gold. I don't know, I just thought the title was just catchy at the time, you know. And in those days, in the 90s, not many people were doing one-man plays or one-woman plays. So for me, the story is basically about a man who came to this country off the Windrush boat that landed at Tilbury Docks in 1948. And he talks about his experience. I aged myself to be about 80, 90 years of age. And he talks about what it's like when he comes off the boat, looking for a room, finding a job, and the experiences that he has. And we take the play through the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, right to the present day. And it's all set in a front room. So you can imagine the front room was a place where we weren't allowed to go in those days in the 70s, you know? So it was the old front room, things that you would recognize, the old grips, the Jim Reeves record. I put things in the play that would bring back memories for people instantly before I even start the play, plus the music at the beginning. It's all set, Mommy and Daddy's music. But the play is a wonderful, powerful play that takes you on a journey, happiness, sad, and all the experiences, some of them that you mentioned as well, that brings back people's memories. Now, I had to make a choice. Do I go the political route or do I go down the legacy route? I decided to keep the play on the journey to do with our parents' legacy, because I think through the years I found that most people were more interested in finding out or preserving the legacy of their heritage to pass on to their grandchildren. And I find a lot of young people now are coming and asking those questions. So it is a family show. So from ages from 8 to 90 come to see these plays.
I want to know, what inspired you to start your travel company to bring other people over? Because, I mean, how long have you been going for? How can we book online? And, you know, what's the process? Guide us through it, brother, because we got to know.
So basically, to get in contact with me, you can just subscribe to Gambia Connect on YouTube or follow the Instagram. I show a lot of the beauty on that page, just so people can see that, you know, what's going on here.
Tell me about when you started and you know, how you got established.
I've basically been running basically about a year.
Excellent.
Bringing people here. I'm about 12 people in. So as I let everybody know, through Gambia Connect on those sites, you'll be able to see previous people that have came here and their experiences as well.
Yeah, thank you. So listen, the noise is getting a bit loud because a lot of guests are coming in.
It's Sunday Beach. It's turned up.
You know what? Have a look around. I want everyone to have a quick look around and see. This is where we are. This is the. Yeah, this is the environment that you're in. We're by the beach. We're in a Gambian-owned restaurant and beach bar called Solomon. So you're actually in a live environment where people are talking, eating, vibing, enjoying, and you know there's a lot of stuff going on. So are you doing like organized trips from America? That's what I wanted to know.
Exactly. Yeah. So we do basically 4 trips a year. So we have trips. Basically March, July, October, and December.
But I want to thank you all for being here in Africa, you know, for taking that jump, for making that leap of faith even, yeah? Despite what the Western media told you, you still wanted to come and see for yourself. But not only are you coming and see for yourself, but you're bringing others here, you know? And for you, my brother, yeah, for sharing our journey, because not people in Africa, they don't understand what we've been through, yeah? They don't know. They think that when we're talking and we come from England and we say, Lord, life bad in England, life tough, yeah? Racism kill it.
Nobody believes it.
No one believes it. And here in Africa, they're killing themselves to go, and you know, they're only showing like one side of tourism here, and they ain't showing us. They ain't showing us.
I tell Gambians that who want to get out so bad, I'm like, yo, it's not all what you think it is. You know what I mean? You'll be working every single day of your life to make it in these countries. You know, so it's the one of the greatest things they have here is family time and bond. That stuff is priceless. You know, everybody's not out to chase a buck here. You know, they're about family, they're about respect, and they treat everyone with kindness. So it's not all what you think it is, guys.
No, I mean, I interviewed some people recently who I'm sure you've seen, but I won't say their names. But all three of those interviewees that I had interviewed from America had been shot.
Oh,
you understand?
God, wow.
And two of them have been stabbed, and one fatally.
Wow.
So I'm saying if that is the reality of what is going on there, we need to really recheck and rethink, you know, what we're doing. But listen, I want to bring Adrian in because he's the man. He's the real man. Come on, Age.
The question's been asked.
No, the questions ain't been asked. I ain't asked them all. Go on, let me duck out.
Yes, greetings, Black Xit family. Once again, we're here at Solomon. But before start, I would like to send my respect out to Brother Watermeyer for giving us this platform, you know, and also to Brother Dinas for coming over and sharing a few days with us, you know, just to help us with what we're doing. Yes, I'm surrounded again by my brothers and sisters from the diaspora, and we're just here to basically show Africa in a bright light, you know. So all the negative things that talk about Africa, we're here to undo all of that nonsense, because this is the cradle of civilization. You know, as I keep saying, we teach the West what they know, and they just hijack it and try to repackage it and give it back to us to make us look like we're uncivilized. But we are the civilized lot, you know. So yeah, Sister Angie is doing great work. The brother come here to share his great work with the people. Then again, the connection between the UK, America is great. You know, so now we come to change the narrative. You understand? And together, as I say, I always like to put hands together. You see, hand in hand, we're working. Hand in hand, we're working.
Hand in hand, we working. We bringing it together. Yeah, that's how we roll.
This unity is forever, and nothing gonna stop this.
Yes,
Africa is rising.
Yes.
You know, and we're coming back to take our position in the world.
Yes.
The greatest doctors came out of Africa. Scientists, everything started here. Yes, and it will end here. Yeah.
Black Xit Family, I'm still here at Solomon's. Yay! And guess what? I know I just had an interview, but I've met some really interesting people that I want to share with you. And I met another brother from England that I haven't seen for a long time.
Glad to be reunited yourself.
Hang on a minute. I mean, I'll tell you if it raise your voice, we're going to play Snazzy. Brother Onjo, please introduce. Did I say Brother Onjo? Introduce yourself. Right. Okay, you say it. Come on, Brother O.
Pleased to meet you people. Yes, I'm Onjo from the UK, visiting the Gambia again. I like coming here, I come here very often, and every time is a different experience. Yeah.
I heard that you're on a mission to really, you know, look at coming back here. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm on a mission to move out of Babylon. Rasta man.
That's a real now.
That's a real Rasta man tune. You like it? Here's Kath, everyone. Say hi, Kath.
Hello.
Yeah. What do you want to say to the Black Xit family?
As we see,
Speak loud to the camera.
as our brother Onjo is here from the UK, we want other people to be part of our Black Xit family. Come here and reunite.
You know what he said? He said he wants, you know, he said he's glad that Brother Onjo is here from the UK, and he wants our family, our Black Xit family from the UK to come back to Africa and to unite. And he is 8 years old. Big him up, big him up, big him up. That's my boy right there. Well done, I'm so proud of you.
I understand the thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I've got a lot of people here. I have Rabba Rabba, who's
Osman.
also, oh sorry, Osman,
Yeah.
but I call you Rabba Rabba.
Known as Rabba Rabba.
So Osman, tell us, you know, in a couple of words, introduce yourself to the BlaXit family.
Respect. This is Osman. I'm a Gambian, you know. A man traveled 11 countries in Africa, start the journey with $1,000, you know. So I make 11 countries in Africa. I want to make a documentary. If you go to YouTube, when you type, I survived a dangerous way to Bagwe, you will see me. So I'm about to make a documentary about it, you know, for the Bagwe. And secondly, I am Rabba Rabba. I sell everything, these container materials, you know. And I'm about to make a movie also, another story I have which I want to do, you know. I'm still trying to mobilize my people and we come together and do big things. And this is Julia. Julia is my business partner too, you know. A big respect to Julia and one family to Julia. That's Osman, Rabba Rabba. One family, respect.
We are our ancestors coming back. Those that were taken from the shores, we are now returning, and we want reparations. We want our taxes back. We want everything that was taken from us. We want it back, and we need all the leaders in Africa to join hands, the African Union, and make it happen. They owe us. They owe all of us, and we should get it. You know, I was looking at the Truth and Reconciliation and Reparations Commission here in the Gambia, and I was thinking this could apply to slavery too. It could apply to slavery because, you know, it has to be dealt with. We need to be healed, and it's an open wound, and it's still a gaping open wound. And you know, the problems of slavery still exist today because we're still going through slavery today because of racism, discrimination, economic ties on our countries. And I'm glad to see that, you know, a lot of the francophone countries are now beginning to untie themselves, which has been great, you know. Onjo is like teaches drumming too, don't you?
Yeah, I do a number of workshops in the UK. Are basically more focused with young children, getting them to understand their culture, understand the rhythms, and work with instruments that's going to help them to come away with living in a hostile environment in England, because it's more focused upon not thyself, it's more focused upon out of yourself. So, you know, we need to be able to, because our journey is not just a journey of physically getting our bodies back to our homeland. It starts with the mind. The journey starts with the mind. Once the mind makes the journey, then the body will follow, and then it makes things more easier. So then that's what I spend my time doing. Myself and a group, we focus on helping young children to develop their culture in England, and basically to be able to make that transformation where they can branch out and come and repatriate themselves and reclaim themselves and get their reparations by coming back to their motherland.
Onjo, are you enjoying your stay here in the Gambia?
It's beautiful. Every time I come here, as I said, it's beautiful because the vibes is nice. The people are so easy to connect with, and you feel at home. It's nice to be able to walk and just be among your own people, and to be able to just soak up this type of vibes. You can relax your shoulders because in England you can't. Yeah? You're under stress through the economic environment that's just there to squeeze your throat, yeah? And just have you there to be there to serve their purpose. So it's nice to be able to get away from that and to be able to just free up yourself. And yes, I'm freeing up myself.
Okay, so Brother Onjo, right? You're from England, right?
Right.
Yeah, we live now so East West London.
Bobby London.
Bobby London.
Bobby London.
You live in Bobby London.
Bobby London.
So you live in Bobby London.
Bobby London.
And so we got on Wodamaya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, seriously now. I went on to Wodamaya's show, and he interviewed me, and I said that England is a dump and that London is a dump. Now I got you on camera. You live in England, yeah. And I want to say, it's what?
It's a dump. It's a dump. It is a dump.
You see?
Right? Okay, not saying that there is no good aspects of England, but there's good aspects of everywhere.
That's what I said.
Everywhere has its good aspects, but they don't want you to see the dump. The dump is there. America has a dump. You got Washington, you got the White House, you go around the corner. And what's around the corner from the White House? A dump. I know that. I've been there and I've seen it. So same as England, it is a dump. They have dumps there. They have people, you go to the cash point machine, you're going to use the machine to take out your money. Who's next to you sitting down? Someone begging. Someone begging for money. Yeah? You've got people begging the streets, you've got people sleeping on the streets, you've got homeless people. Here, okay, you may have your hustlers, but nobody begging. I can go to a bank or machine and people ain't hustling me, begging me. Okay? England is full of beggars. And you'd imagine that place would not have it. Yes, it is a dump. You can use that word. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is like I said, you know, you have pockets of nice areas. You always have pockets of nice areas everywhere you go. But no one talks about the council estates. You know, no one talks about people living in shipping containers.
Maybe we should do. Maybe I should send some photos of what I see of people sleeping on the streets so that people can see this. I've seen people sleeping, moving into my area where I'm living, wanting to sleep down the bottom of the road. They're setting up little mattresses and beds on the floor, looking for bridges, any corners, anywhere they can find, and they make that their home. Shouldn't be happening. Not in a place like that after they've ripped and pillaged the whole world already. You think that as you believe, as they taught people, the money grows in trees and money's on the floor. That's what people in the Caribbean was believing at one point. Only to come and see the reality.
Well, the truth of the reality is that, you know, I watched a head teacher go onto TV to talk about the fact that children are coming to school and they're not having lunches and they're taking food out of bins. You know, and this is in the UK, and anyone can research it. You can actually go online and research, you know, this head teacher that went online to talk about children not being able to have lunch. This is in England, and taking food out of bins. So it's there, the reality is there. You read stories about, you know, people that are having suicide pacts and killing themselves because they can't face another Christmas, because they don't have money to live and they've got nowhere to stay because their benefits were stopped and they face sanctions. This is what is happening there, and it's the reality. And what I'm saying is that, you know, they've painted such an ugly picture of Gambia and such an ugly picture of Africa, you know, but the picture is a complete wrong picture. You know, people are saying, oh, Juliet, you're only showing the nice parts. That's because there are so many nice parts. I can't even stop showing them. I haven't even started showing you the nice parts yet. I've got so much to show. I'll be doing this every day, all day, 24/7, all day, all night. And I'm trying to do the best I can do to show you, you know, just some of the experiences that you can have here. So, you know, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet. So, Rubber, you know, you said you're calling for people to support you in what you're doing, your film project.
Right.
You want to stop people from going the back way, is that right?
Yeah.
So stop leaving Africa and investing in Africa, because you said that it's a perilous and scary journey, right?
Yeah.
And that it could have cost you your life, but you made it.
Yeah. So the journey is about, everything is about Bagwe. This Bagwe, I start my journey in Karang, that is the border of Senegal and Gambia. And I was having only $1,000 in my pocket money. So I went to Kidira, Kaulak to Kidira, then Kidira to Tamba, then Tamba to Bamako, then Bamako you get to Bobo Julasu, then Ouagadougou to Africos, Niger, then Libya to Algeria, then Morocco, I went to Melilla. Everybody know Melilla, it's next to Spain. So I went there, we cannot enter, we enter in Spain, they take us out, we enter, they take us out 3 times, then I came back to Gambia. Now, I want to make this journey as a documentary. Let people be careful on this Bagwe, it's more dangerous, and they have to be careful. I cannot stop, nobody can stop this Bagwe in the world. But just to make it to calm people, some people, you know, because the road is very dangerous. So I put my interview in YouTube. If you type, I survived a dangerous way to Bagwe, you will see me. I need somebody who can sponsor me to go on this. And if in the Bagwe also, I'm looking for sponsor. So thank you very much. Big respect to everyone there. This is Gambia, nice smiling coast of Africa. You come to Gambia, you enjoy. And what Juliet is saying is true. Come to Africa, you see a lot of things going on here. Respect, everyone. Big time respect.
All right, listen, we're going to wrap it up, okay? Yeah, so Bla Xit Family, we're going to be sang out with a song from Solomon and Guest Star. You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sing out to the Bla Xit Family.
Gambia is a beautiful place.
I say
Gambia is a beautiful place. Gambia is a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place all about Gambia.
We say Gambia is a beautiful place.
Yes, you can come and see
Gambia is a beautiful place.
Yes, you can enjoy your life.
Gambia is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place.
It's a smiling coast.
Africa.
Gambia is a beautiful place.
Gambia
is a beautiful place. It's funny, guys.
Smiling coast of Africa.
It's a smiling coast.
is a smiling coast
Coast of Africa.
Africa.